This game preview is brought to you by Manscaped's Foot Duster Foot Deodorant. Say goodbye to stinky foot funk with this essential deodorant spray. Head over to manscaped.com and use the promo code SACCITY for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. The Foot Duster Foot Deodorant by Manscaped. The best protection any place below the waist.
The Pittsburgh Steelers head to Duval County to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars in this preseason matchup. Mike Tomlin came out and said that Kenny Pickett will be getting varsity reps in this upcoming game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Aaron, what does that mean, and what should we expect from Kenny Pickett in this matchup?
Vinny, you never played varsity sports?
I didn't. I sucked.
No, basically it means he's going to probably – I don't know if you're going to start him, but he might start. This is going to be big boy football. He's going to let Kenny Pickett play and show it and see if he has a franchise quarterback, which is good. I don't have a problem with that at all. I know this is a quarterback competition between him and Mitchell Trubisky, I believe. I know Mason Rudolph is still there, but I think we know what he is. I really think this is between Trubisky and Pickett, and I think you're going to see that today. I think you might get Kenny Pickett get the start. If not, I think you see Mason Rudolph not play as much, which means Kenny Pickett's the number 2, and he plays the majority of the game. I'm really looking for the connection between Kenny Pickett and George Pickens. And not only George Pickens being what you expected him to be or what you said he was going to be, but does George Pickens kind of surpass Claypool? Like in quickly. Like we talked about how disappointing Chase Claypool has been, and I'm not saying the man's not talented, but he really hasn't lived up to all the hype of that his mouth has provided, or his antics have really brought the Steelers. We talked about him maybe not being re-signed by them, and now you bring in a George Pickens, and you can really look at Claypool and say it's probably expendable at this point. So can George Pickens continue to progress and show that he's a man, because he's been showing he's a man on the football field, and take over that number 2 role? Maybe not right away early in the season, but I definitely can see that he's more of that he could be more of a factor than a Chase Claypool. So I'm really excited for that connection. And I want a resolution, though. I want to come out of this game saying Kenny Pickett's the starter or Mitch Trubisky is the starter. I want a resolution as a football fan, as a fantasy fan, as an analyst, whatever it is. I want to know who's going to start week 1 coming out of this game. And I think we might get that answer.
Yeah. So Mitch Trubisky is starting this game.
Yeah.
That will be that's what. Yeah. Is Mitch Trubisky starting?
It still tells me that he has the lead on these quarterbacks. They expect him to start. But I want, like, Kenny Pickett go out and have another good game, and maybe Mitch struggles. I want them to be like, okay, Kenny Pickett starting game 3, and then I want a clearer picture just after this week.
Yeah, that lead, or maybe that leash on Mitch Trubisky, if he is the starter week 1, is just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. If Kenny Pickett does perform well against the Jaguars. On the Jaguars side of things, though, I will kind of hop in here for this because I'm really excited to see the debut of Laviska Shenault. He did not play in the past 2 games for the Jacksonville Jaguars. We saw last season it was a very disappointing year for Shenault with in the Urban Meyer era. We had high expectations for him. I shouldn't say high expectations, but we were hoping to see somewhat of a breakout season from Laviska Shenault. It didn't happen, and now there's rumors swirling, whether they're true or not, that the Jacksonville Jaguars have been exploring possible trades that involve Laviska Shenault, that he hasn't been living up to expectations. So I'm very excited to see what he can do on the field this week against the Steelers. This is it's time. It's Laviska time. It's Laviska time, whether make or break time. And I think he's a very good, very talented receiver. Jaguars obviously brought in Christian Kirk, Zay Jones. They have Marvin Jones already there. So he just continues to fall down that depth chart, and he's got the talent to make plays. So I want to see that start here in a preseason game. Although against backups, Laviska Shenault needs to go out there and make some plays to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah. I guess I would look at the defensive side of the ball and see how much the provincial number 1 overall pick gets to play. If Josh Allen also gets a decent amount of runs here, that'd be great to watch him and Trayvon Walker work in tandem and see how a connection between those 2 guys has started to grow, what the chemistry can be like. Because if you start to see some things in this game that are indicative of what you're going to see over the season and they're positive, well, that's just another step back to a defense that helped you guys get to the AFC Championship a while ago. So, and I'm not saying that's what this season's about, but it's definitely the start that you need to get back. So, and you talk about Laviska Shenault. I also am excited to see if your boy T-Law can keep it going. I had a pretty decent showing in his preseason game last week. Let's see if he can build on that.
Jaguars. Give me the Steelers here. 23-13 Steelers. Aaron? Damn it! I guessed wrong again.
I'll take the Steelers as well. I will take the Steelers 27, Jaguars 17.
You're not doing it to me. I'm not just gonna be different. I am also taking the Steelers.
As a Jaguars fan, don't do it.
Give me 24 to 16. Make it weird.
Pittsburgh has 3 real quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's the thing. But
yeah,
go Jags.